We live in a world that runs fast, scroll fast, talk fast, move fast. Everything is designed to be instant, digestible, easy. And somewhere in that momentum, depth gets lost. We skim the surface of things, of people, of thoughts, of feelings. We confuse attention with understanding, noise with meaning, and connection with visibility. But deep down, something in you still longs for more. For stillness, for substance, for something real beneath the image. So how do you find depth in a world that rarely rewards it? First, you slow down. Depth isn't found in a rush. It's not in the endless feed, or the clever caption, or the performance of being interesting. It lives in quiet places, in full pauses, in questions that don't have easy answers. Depth requires presence, and presence can't exist if you're always somewhere else. Second, you start asking better questions. Not what do they think of me, but what do I think of this? Not how do I fit in, but what actually resonates with me. Ask questions that take time to answer. Ask them of others, but more importantly, ask them of yourself. Depth begins when you stop needing everything to be immediately satisfying. Third, you get comfortable with discomfort. Because real depth, it's not always peaceful, it's not always pretty. It asks you to sit with your shadows, to face what you've avoided, to feel more than you're used to feeling. It's easier to stay numb, easier to scroll past, easier to laugh it off. But if you want depth, you have to be willing to feel the weight of things, the ache, the longing, the stillness that most people run from. Fourth, protect your energy. You won't find depth by flooding yourself with shallow input. Limit what drains you, curate what you consume. Not out of fear, but out of intention. Read things that make you think. Spend time with people who listen before they speak. Create more than you react. Depth doesn't come from more noise. It comes from more meaning. Finally, honor your own rhythm. Depth isn't about being better than anyone. It's about being honest, being aware, being awake. And in a shallow world, that might make you feel like an outsider. But that's okay, because your longing for depth is not a flaw. It's your compass. It's the part of you that still believes in slowness, in soul, in something beneath all of this noise that actually matters. So if you feel out of place in this world, if small talk exhausts you, if instant gratification leaves you empty, if you crave quieter conversations and longer silences, you're not broken. You're deep. And in a world addicted to the surface, your depth is an act of quiet resistance. A reminder that real connection still exists, that real presence is still possible, that being fully here is still enough.